Hello, everyone, and welcome to another audio commentary. A new audio commentary. This one is of the show Clockwork Planet. Now, I've seen this before.
I have not.
And the first time I saw this one, I really didn't like it. But unlike 100 that we've done before, this is one where I've felt more generous to it in retrospect. And I kind of felt that I deserved to watch it again, look at it again to see if it was worth the hate I gave it the first time or worth the forgiveness. One thing's sure, though, and that's that there is a decent amount of really dorky stuff that we should be able to make fun of. So, we are going to be starting episode 1 in 3, 2, 1, go. Tick, tick. Yeah, this is a weird opening.
Yeah. But you know, they're setting us straight on the weirdness from the beginning.
Yeah, this is going to be saying this is one of the things that I actually, in retrospect, respected about this show, is that it's giving us a very minimal explanation for an incredibly bizarre setting and idea. An entire planet made 100% out of clockwork, New Earth, what have you, and that's pretty much all the explanation we get, and I respect that. Because you don't really need an explanation, because you're just saying, this is our premise.
It's a really weird premise.
Just roll with it, and, you know, we mostly will just roll with it.
We're fighting robots?
Yeah, this is a serious in media res. I don't think we'll be getting back to this scene until the last couple of episodes.
Oh, so a jump too.
Yeah. At the very least, this isn't one of the first arc fights.
So we're... I do have issues with this then, because I wouldn't want to have a late arc go on this long. I would want to have it be like 30 seconds tops.
I don't know. But we're getting this whole long scene. I don't think they actually repeat it when they get to it. They actually skip it to go to the aftermath of this battle.
It's still sort of... I mean, in principle, I don't think that... Scytheblade chick seems cool.
Oh, yeah. Meet our female lead. She is a crazy super gynoid. She is unstoppable. Everything delayed blows up. That's the kind of funny the show is. I'm not sure of her character, though. She waffles. At least as I remember.
We'll see. It's a really ridiculous idea, but...
Yeah!
Sure.
And this intro freaking rocks. Again, it's not literally one of the best, but
it's
creative good. And colorful visuals and a cool song. That's one of the things that I really felt like forgiving this show on, is how stylish it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, having a unique style does give you a leg up.
Yeah.
Unique style, unique premise. I mean, I have a distinct feeling the characters are going to be anything but unique, but...
Oh yeah, they're... Again, just as I remember, and I suspect my memory might be slightly faulty on this one, about as interesting as drawing paint.
Well,
Except Marie.
sort of thing. I mean, they could still be one-dimensional.
Yeah.
They just might be a little more interesting than you remember.
Yeah.
Multi-dimensional and entertaining to watch are not necessarily
Yeah.
the same thing.
And this is like one of the things that I feel on whether I should forgive or not is Ryuzu, you kind of saw her deal. Yeah, 1 month.
Kyoto Grid. I guess,
We are in rebuilt Clockwork Japan, of course.
yeah.
I mean, we were told that he just sort of rebuilt Earth.
Sure, why not?
A casket is being dropped from a plane because you get 2 guesses as to what happens.
I'm not going to make guesses. You're weird. He's
Yeah.
weird.
If only he stayed a weird eccentric. I should stop with the bitching about things that haven't happened yet. Because
this is
Yeah.
amusing. That's an amusing
Yeah.
character quirk.
I hadn't noticed she was on the cover of the magazine the first time. Yeah, now you can guess what's gonna happen.
It's gonna smash into his building.
Yep.
And almost crush him. And break all his clocks.
I mean, they were already broken. They were his clocks. But they're more broken. And now you notice you've gotten
Clockwork?
something interesting dropped on you.
Clockwork casket. Button. Are those CG gears?
I think they are. I do think they overall use CG to get a lot of these super intricate
Which I don't...
clockwork designs, which actually I think kind of works.
Yeah.
I like how all in they go with the strangeness.
Yeah, you appreciate the...
They're like, we want clock punk, let's just go.
Gears everywhere!
The entire world, gears.
Was that the one we saw from the...
Yeah, that's Marie.
Who's...
Like I said,
hot-headed.
she's fun.
Yeah, like that's not gonna happen. I've met her for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And more ladylike is...
Yeah. She may not be voiced by Rikugamiya,
But
she's about the
in that
same degree
spectrum.
of... She's in the same spectrum as Taiga or Arya.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at least fun.
Yeah.
Alright, I know it's just mostly saying quiet for this, but the show's actually giving us a quiet moment, so...
Can you, like, hear machines?
Yeah. You've guessed it, that his super ability is a very good sense of hearing that allows him to understand clockwork that way, even though he's incompetent with traditional methods.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's almost into the disability superpower, but not in the patronizing way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, imagine if Louise was done well.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know exactly what's stuck. There's one thing that is stuck.
Yes, sinister military people. Have you guessed who our villains are going to be?
I mean, the military are kind of... If your main characters aren't military, the military...
Yeah.
Or military aligned, the military's the villains like 75% of the time.
Because this is Japan, that's not 100%, and even when the main characters are military. Which I respect. Layers upon layers.
But he knows exactly what he's looking for.
As long as he's not looking at it, and is instead listening for it. Tighten screw.
And it's sort of and someone else would have had no way of knowing that that's...
Yeah, no one else could have diagnosed that. Which I think we sort of know that this automaton had been like a treasure of an important family for ages and presumably had never been awake for that time.
Because no one could have diagnosed that there was that one screw that was loose.
Yeah. Even my first time through, I enjoyed the heck out of this episode.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now she saves him.
Yeah. Congratulations, you now have a superpowered gynoid.
Is gynoid an official...
It's not used very often. Some people use android gender neutral, but technically gynoid is the feminine.
I suppose it says something that I'm a spec-fic person and hadn't actually...
known it.
Zing.
Yeah. She's got this condescending edge that could be at least interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see where we go with that. Let's see. Let's just see.
I mean, that could be like a concussion, so...
Yeah, he did kind of fall several stories, get grabbed, and then jumped to another building. Also, there is the fact that she's also a pretty girl.
Yeah, I mean... I'm not sure if I'm...
Now that's ridiculously impossible.
Yes, but it's...
There are not that many atoms in a human body.
But it's entertaining.
Whatever, spec-fic writers have no sense of scale.
Mm-hmm. That's not fair.
I mean, from her point of view...
He's far from... that is far from being the case, but he is also probably the only one that could reliably fix her.
Yeah.
Those are not exclusive to each other. I think he's brain broken.
I think he's confused, at least.
Yeah.
Lots of good questions.
There's lots of questions.
Yeah! That was funny!
That was funny. That was actually really funny. All the concerns. Hot android chick.
Yeah.
Gynoid. Probably...
super suggestive.
Yeah, super suggestive, but...
Give a whole new meaning to the phrase, get in the robot.
But I'm going to assume that's technically...
Like, I think she's absorbing sampling DNA, yeah, but...
They really did not have to make it so hellaciously... They did not have to make it...
Yeah, they didn't have to do that, but...
I also think you're going to...
Right, B-plot.
I also think you're going to get in trouble when you...
I actually don't remember how everything comes crashing around in every direction. These two take a while to run into each other.
Huh. You'd think that finding him would be more of a priority than that.
I mean, she has another important job she's doing. Finding the lost property is a side job she's technically set other people on.
Fair enough.
I mean, she's the super talented prodigy clockmaker who's on the magazine cover.
So is she going to spend most of her lines dissing him?
Yeah, as I remember, she's even being called out on it.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that she has,
That is just pretty much her manner.
The human morals...
Yeah, it would be interesting if they actually went into that and what it meant to be a robot rather than a human, rather than her just being exceptionally weird.
Yeah. It's kind of counterproductive for you to be protecting her, but it's kind of cute.
Yeah. I accept him trying to show a spot.
I am a combat robot.
those guys are the
the
level 1 thugs that get beat up in every show just to show that somebody's badass.
Pretty much, yeah. You're just gonna keep implying.
But I don't really remember or necessarily know if she's teasing him or is just that way. Because I don't have that clear a picture of a personality. But that might just be, the fact that it's been a while since I've seen this.
Because I like you anyway?
She acts like it because you act mostly like a human girl? Like 80%? The other 20% is its thing.
The other 20% is really, really weird.
Yeah.
Clock ticking.
Parallel of the two of them waking up with a start at the same time.
I can imagine with such sensitive hearing and needing those
Headphones.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's explicitly why he has them all the time.
It's not his fault.
No, but she's got all that tsundere DNA in her, so... And she's got no real love interest to let it out on.
So she just has to let it out on...
Like her bodyguard. Yeah, the entire city could blow. That's a little more important than...
Yeah.
Finding a missing robot.
What's the military gonna do?
Yeah, generically evil military. They're planning to cut this part of the world loose to save the rest.
I mean, that's
Without
an argument.
even attempting to save anyone.
So that's an argument, but it's a shitty one.
Yeah. It's fairly generically villainous.
It's sort of that needs to be like plan
F.
Yeah. You need to go through a good half dozen plans before you get to the abandon 20 million people to die plan.
Yeah.
Ending song.
Yeah.
With tons of gears, which I'm just sort of
forming interesting imagery.
I'm just gonna need to get used to watching tons and tons and tons
of
gears. Fortunately, they're really easy to watch, so.
Indeed. It makes a good style. Yeah, I know this probably isn't the funniest audio commentary right now.
But we're only just introing. It's always...
And part of this is that we are exploring this show. It's not like the others where we go in knowing that we're just gonna make fun of them. We're exploring this time.
Anyway, this is...
Characters we won't meet for a long time.
And snowflakes that look like gears. Or gears that look like snowflakes. I don't know.
Either one works. Tick, 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 tick. See you next time with Clockwork Planet Episode 2. Goodbye!